Wait, why? Oh, you're getting...
Going home. Gotta go home. Gotta come back at noon tomorrow.
Oh, air raid. We better get the fuck out of here.
Come on, go, move.
You gotta push A.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that tripped me up too. Wait, why did we have to buy a ticket for the bus if he has to put change in the bus? Or did we never buy a ticket for the bus?
I don't think we bought a ticket for the bus.
Did.
I don't think so.
Wait, so let's get back to Phoenix Wright. So you've not played the Phoenix Wright?
No, I've never played Phoenix Wright.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I've also never played Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Well, I think from what I heard about Harvey Birdman, it's like kind of like a funny game and sort of like a fun idea, but like not anywhere as good as like actual Phoenix Wright is. Phoenix Wright is pretty funny too. Like, it's a funny game. This is dope.
That's what I've heard. I just can't get over the idea how much better Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law is than just some dude.
Yeah, you're right. But again, that is an idea that came up. Like they like looked at Phoenix Wright and went, "How great would it be if that was Harvey Birdman?"
I know what they should do. They should make a Space Ghost one.
Maybe we could go get a copy of Harvey Birdman and then like play it and record it, or I don't know.
You're saying right now?
I mean, not this second. But I mean, I don't know if it's on Android, but on iOS they put out like Phoenix Wright Trilogy HD that has the first 3 games, and each game is like I think like 3 or 4 episodes long.
Okay.
And the first 2 chapters, like the intro chapter and the first real one, is free on iOS. I don't know if it's on Android, but like check it out, it's free.
Okay.
It definitely gives you enough to know if you want to play more, and if you're a good person, you'll want to play more.
That sounds like something that I would be into. I just have not gotten around to it. I've also never played a single Professor Layton game.
What?
Yeah, I've never played any of those.
I think like... I mean, you really
Does that shock you?
You really only need the first one. Like the Professor Layton is really that was like that was a series with 1 game in it, and then they kept making them.
Is that not what
Phoenix Wright is? I don't know. I've never played the second one, so I guess we'll find out. I had that struggle with myself with Phoenix Wright for a while, where I would think I want to play Phoenix Wright.
That's not the way home.
And then I would like question myself, like, should I play the second one because I played the first one, or should I like? But it's been like 8 years since I played the first one, so should I play that one again?
I think you should always move forward.
That's what I was thinking, but every time I've tried to start the second Phoenix Wright game, I've just kind of been like, I don't feel like I'm into this. So I tried going back to the first one instead, and I feel like that was a really good choice, because I was like, yeah, the first Phoenix Wright is really good.
Oh, hi, Cat. Are you still outside?
Yeah, like outside in the snow. Does that cat look good, or...
Is the cat outside the thing?
Box.
Oh my god.
There. Good kitty.
This cat is sick.
Here's the thing.
Chibi, you okay?
Shenmue purports to be like obsessed
me,
with presenting a realistic world, but like here's like a baby kitten just hanging out in a snowstorm
for months.
Like what? Yeah.
You're still so tiny.
That was really loud.
Doesn't that feel good?
Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, sorry. Just to explain so that people aren't like, is Kyle insane? What did he think was really loud just now? There was like, Nicole turned the TV on in the living room, and I kind of heard it through the walls from here. So it must have been really loud.
Are you
so explained. Have we got an answer from this cat yet?
Doesn't that feel good?
Yeah, so far the cat is not
He's not answering any of these questions.
Doesn't that feel good?
This cat would be treated as a hostile witness in Ace Attorney.
I feel like this is like a new position for him, right? Like,
yeah.
Sat this way.
Doesn't that feel good?
Doesn't it feel good? God, doesn't it feel so good when I touch your face?
What I do love about Phoenix Wright though is like the weird like fisheye lens
you okay?
on reality it presents for like
Hey, see you
courtroom
soon.
proceedings, like murder
you look
cases
well.
take place 3 days after the murder happens.
I bet you remember
like
me, don't you?
the judge takes this sort of like guilty until proven innocent attitude towards like every trial. And like also every trial, he's a defense lawyer, so it ends with him proving his client's innocence, but like also proving like the guilt of another witness. Like it always ends. It always ends with I've proven this person isn't the killer, and I've proven that that person is the killer.
But then you still have to have a separate trial for that person.
Not in Phoenix Wright though. I mean, maybe it's like that's like a quote unquote off camera
Right.
trial that happens. I don't know.
No, they go straight from the witness box to the electric chair. Phoenix Wright is away into the death penalty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably is. I don't know. Here's the best thing about Phoenix Wright, though.
Okay.
Is
It's so early we can't even go to bed yet.
Oh God, kill me. This is the last thing I'll say about Phoenix Wright.
All right.
And this isn't something I can really like convey to you. You have to experience it for yourself. But there's just one music cue that they play anytime like something like dramatic happens that's good for you. Like, oh, you just made a breakthrough in the case or something, like in the courtroom proceedings, and it starts playing that music track, and it's like the dopest track. So like anytime something good happens, you're like, this is the best thing that's ever happened.
Which one do
in
I
a
save
game.
in?
3 or 1? Who cares?
Can you do the music cue?
I don't think I can.
The only things that I've been playing recently are Hearthstone. I got back into Hearthstone, Stardew Valley, and Duolingo, which isn't a game. Are you trying to find it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google like Phoenix Wright music.
How about this? How about you Google that, find it. I'm just gonna stay here. We'll do a time cut jump to when we can go to bed.
The first Google result is probably what it is. Yeah. Like what if it's like the killer couldn't the victim couldn't possibly have written that note just before dying because the autopsy says they were killed instantly, and then it's like and the person on the witness stand is like, what? And you're just like, oh, I got you.
Can I do one?
Go ahead. Wait, let me.
How could how could a lover's scuffle have resulted in murder when actually they were brother and sister? All right, you do one. I got another one. You think of one and I'll do another one. How could he have stolen the boxes off the truck when he only has one hand? I feel like he would. How did they even get into court with that?
with like the music box?
No. Like, how did they get? How did they get to trial stage with this guy who was accused of stealing boxes off the back of a truck when he only has one hand? At that point, I'm just like, this shouldn't even be Phoenix Wright's job. This should be the cop's job.
I'm sorry, Keith. Do you think that people with one hand can't hold boxes? Because I don't think that's true.
I think that it's come out. I'm saying that the implication of the rest of the off-camera part of that trial implied that they were big, heavy boxes stolen by hand. Maybe there was 2 sets of fingerprints on either side of the box.
The fingerprints left at the scene of the crime were from a left hand, but this man only has a right hand.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'll hear that music track like 45 times throughout the course of Phoenix Wright, but like it never gets old. You're just like, yes.
What phone is this? Is it an iPhone 6?
Yeah. What's up?
Feels good.
Yeah. It's I don't like the curved edges are kind of neat, but ultimately it just makes the phone harder to hold, and I don't really like it that much.
Oh, really? I find this phone to be easier to hold than my phone. But my phone's also bigger.
Yeah, your phone is wider. Well, it's wider and taller, so yes, it's bigger. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're kind of... I think yours is pretty easy to hold.
Yeah?
Like, it's... Like, this iPhone 6 is easy to hold, like, just in a normal, like, I'm just holding my phone in front of me, but, like... It's when you're, like, moving around or trying to do something with it, or, like, if you're trying to hold it by just the edges to, like, take a picture, it kind of feels a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. The iPhone 5 just had very straight edges, and it felt a lot better. Can we sleep yet?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if we can. Let's see. No, I think we have another half hour to wait.
Good God.
Yeah. Do you have another Phoenix Wright thing?
I don't know, man. I don't have. I'm not that creative. Mm-hmm. You have any?
The doctor stands accused of murder, but we both know that it was the nurse that was in the room.
I don't know, man. That was a little weak. Have you written any Amazon reviews lately? Lately? I keep feeling like, you know what? I'm gonna go write an Amazon review, but then I just never do.
Well, I had a really good idea during the marathon to write one, and you told me not to write it.
Dang.
Yeah.
What was that?
I can't remember.
What?
You said write it later, and then I said I'll forget, and then I did.
Oh, okay. So I didn't tell you not to write it. I told you to wait.
You said
to
wait
write
until
it.
after the marathon is over, because we were doing a marathon.
Depending on the situation, I don't think that's totally unreasonable. What?
I was just shutting my phone. We're almost good.
It occurred to me that might have been like I turned Siri to French mode because I just want to have. So I turned my Siri to Australian Siri just because I just think Australian accents are cool.
Right.
But I had to turn it off
because the pirate voices.
Yarr. No new messages. Yarr. I had to turn it off because I think what happens is when you change Siri to a different accent, it then thinks you're speaking with that same accent. So like every time I would say Nicole to my phone, it thought I said McCall, like MCCALL. And I'm like, first of all, what kind of Australian ass name is McCall? And that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You've got no service on the high seas. How's your Australian accent?
It's probably okay, but I could never ever do it like with anybody else in the room.
Well, then what's the point?
Right, exactly. I'm basically like Kel's character in Mystery Men.
Okay, you're invisible, but only when no one's watching?
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen that movie recently?
No.
Like,
of course not.
I remember it being like silly and like not great, but kind of funny or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched it again, and it's just like the weirdest fucking movie like ever. And like,
is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad. But like, I can't even describe it. It's just so weird, but like kind of like dark. Like it's not a fun movie. Like the premise is kind of fun. Like, oh, wacky superheroes band together.
Well, the thing is that they're all like really like sad, right? Like that's like none of them fit in, and everybody thinks they're fucking horrible weirdos.
Yeah,
I have not seen this movie since I was like 11, but
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if they're even like if it's a world where there are like successful good superheroes and they're just not that. But it's just got it's got William H. Macy, and he's like the shoveler. He's just like a guy with a shovel, and like his wife is telling him to stop being like a superhero, and he's just like, I shovel well. I shovel very well. And just like seeing William H. Macy basically dressed like a miner, telling somebody very seriously that he he shovels very well. That was probably like one of the funnier parts of the movie.
Yeah.
But like it's not
Garofalo's in there, right?
Yeah. Like but that shovel line happens in like not really a funny scene. It's like a wife being like, look,
you've got to stop. You're killing.
Yeah, you're gonna die. Also, you're kind of terrible at this. Like, please, like, don't ruin our family. Don't kill yourself trying to be a shovel person.
Oh, he's trying to be a shovel person, not just a shoveling person.
Can we finally fucking sleep?
Yeah.
No, wait.
What?
I was gonna say save, because if we forget and reload it, and reload a save file where we have to wait another hour to sleep, that's gonna be a huge pain in the ass.
It saves when you sleep, right?
No.
I mean, I can just save when we're awake then.
Yeah. Hopefully.
What's this shit?
Sorry, May.
I think you were stepping on the piano music, kind of.
Yeah, I guess so. So, girl looks at moon. Got it. What are you doing, Shenmue? Like, what the hell is going on here?
All I'm doing is waking up, stretching my arms, hitting my Timex. Wonder if it'd be quicker to find a work if I ask the foreman. Saw him at warehouse number 18. So you want me to save?
Yes.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Audio? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, see, I did the exact same thing earlier. I was like, oh my god, we're not recording. Wait. Okay, there it is.
It was a while where it wasn't.
Yeah.
Come on, open the door, dude. I'll say this about Shenmue.
Yep.
There's a lot of video games where I feel like it's really plausible for me, where like, okay, these stakes are high. I understand why this adventure is happening.
Sure.
Totally into it, right?
Okay.
This is a game where I was like, if I'm Shenmue, I'm giving up way before this point.
Like, oh, well, okay, I guess this doesn't work. I was gonna say, like, really, if someone killed your dad, I don't think you probably wouldn't be that upset.
Right, no.
Maybe if someone killed your dad.
Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like that, like...
Yeah, I guess this really the premise of this game hinges upon being upset at the murder of one of your parents, but I feel like that's a really hard concept for you to relate to.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, would you go through this if someone killed one of your parents?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Yeah? You go on like a solo vengeance quest?
I mean, like...
Just like call the cops.
But what if they do nothing?
The
cops are in the pocket of Londi, Keith.
Then whatever, you know? Like, who cares? It's not who cares. It's just like, stakes are really low. They're really personal and low. I mean, I guess the mirror maybe, maybe you'll take over the world or some shit.
Oh, yeah, right. They're gonna, like, destroy the world or something.
Yeah, but that sounds really underplayed.
It's super underplayed. It's crazy. Like, I was about to say, like, oh, yeah, but I think that's the point of Shenmue, is that it's, like, a really kind of, like, you know, low stakes, but, like, you know, it's a personal story.
Right.
You know, it's trying to be grounded and real, but, oh, wait, no, there's gonna be, like, a monster demon that destroys the world. So.
Right.
So Shenmue is insane.
It is. I mean, he is. But also, he didn't know. He didn't know that the world was going to be destroyed for the first very many weeks of his journey. The first 3 weeks of this adventure, he had no idea.
Yeah, but like even when he finds that out, I don't feel like there's a real pivot where he's like, now I need to save the world. I feel like he's still just doing it because he's
like when Fukusan is like, don't get hurt or anything. Like, please stop trying to avenge your father. He doesn't go like, this is about more than that. I have to save the world. And instead he's just like, I have to do the things that I have to do.
That's deep.
Shenmue, the game where you actually have to wait for the bus to get on the bus.
Oh God,
it's real.
True.
This is what real is.
It's so true. Yeah, I think that is really the takeaway from Shenmue. Is yes, it tries to paint the picture of this like realistic world, and it's not that that doesn't have value, but I think what people have learned since Shenmue is that what you really want to do is try to create a world that hits upon things that make it feel real, while like kind of skirting to the side the parts about real life that people don't like.
Right, like waiting for the bus.
Whereas Shenmue feels like it's bringing all of that to the forefront. Like the game is only about waiting for things.
Yeah, it's about having to wait until noon tomorrow to see the guy, because he's only there from noon to 1. So you've got to go home and wait for the next day. And then, I think it would be one thing if the world had more stuff for you to actually do in it. Like, if you had to wait for tomorrow, if you had to wait for tomorrow, if there's something to do besides, like, just wait, it would be different.
Well, no, Keith, see, they did that on purpose, because even though it cost them way more money to make you wait for stuff, like, they really wanted you to be excited when you got so bored you wanted to die and then found it.
Are you hearing this music?
Oh, you.
Seem a bit blue, my man? Got a problem? Then I'm your man!
Who the fuck is this?
Right.
This is Pompadour Man.
I know everything about this here harbor!
Did, like,
Whatever
we fight
it
this
is,
guy or
just
something?
ask.
I want a job here.
What is happening?
What should I do?
So wanna be a sailor, hey? That's cool, man! Actually, it ain't for me.
And then Shenmue did something way better than anything else it's ever done. Like, we just complaining about Shenmue. It's like, well, what do you gotta
Wait,
do?
hold up! I'll help you, man! I just happen to know a number of foremen in charge of cargo!
And that's a
Really?
thing we've mentioned before, too, right? Like,
Hey,
every time we
anything
think
for
we're
you, bro?
finally done
Can
with
you ask?
Shenmue, like, Shenmue just goes, well, hang on a minute.
I think he's about to jump up. Oh, no.
Okay, meet me at noon tomorrow. In front of the big blue door, warehouse number 1.
12 noon, warehouse number 1. in front of
Just
the big blue
kill
door.
me.
Right on, bro. See ya.
You fuck off, Shenmue. See, that's the thing, is that it did it again.
Shenmue just did the most Shenmue thing.
fucking thing.
Oh,
Wait till tomorrow. Come to the warehouse to meet a guy who wants you to wait until tomorrow. And again, like, there's no side quests. Like, there's nobody else to talk to. There's no investigating we can do.
well, hang on.
Well, hang
on. There's hang on.
There is hang on. We could, yeah, you're right. We could play a decades-old arcade video game inside an arcade inside this game again.
Yeah. It just blows my mind that, like, there still so far has only been 2 video games. Like, it's Sega. They have 100 like hit arcade games. Like, why is this game not filled with Sega arcade games from the 80s?
Disk space?
No, they're tiny. Like one of those like 80s arcade games is like fucking like $12K at most.
Cat.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back. You just, I don't know, do your thing.
It's okay. We'll just jump cut forward. I'll get to where we need to be, and then we can jump cut forward. Can't find a way out. What's this guy selling? I want some of what this guy's got. Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Are you busy, Hisako-san?
Well, it's not so bad, I'd say.
I see. I've got to go. I'll stop by later.
Okay, I'll see ya.
Okay, I guess I can't buy any of that. I could just ask her if she's busy. I believe that I'm going the wrong way. Again. So I want to go left and then down. What's up?
It's for like all in, breaks included, an hour and 12 minutes on Shenmue.
That makes sense to me.
Really? It
Bus.
feels like it's been
Bus.
way
I fucking missed the bus. God damn it! I missed the fucking Shenmue bus.
Keith, if you don't get to the bus on time, you fucking miss the
You might
bus.
miss the bus. Gotta wait.
Miss the bus, dude.